Technology. I hate you. I'm so tired of technology.
Donna's on.
Donna's on?
Yeah.
Oh, Donna. There she is.
I got 3 thumbs up and a heart already.
Alrighty then. We've probably been live the whole time.
No. We were on a different
We were on a different one? Okay, cool. So now we're live.
Yeah, I got 2 peoples. They're coming in.
Chris,
4 peoples.
Chris Casanova says hello.
Oh, that's
Must be
my
related.
brother that called. Hi, Chris.
Hi,
I'll
Chris.
call you later.
Don't call between the hours of 7 and 10.
9. Yeah,
7 and
10.
10 Eastern time. Just saying.
This is Podcast Central then.
It's just one of those things. Not that we don't love you, but we don't love you. No, I'm kidding. I'm just kidding. And Donna shared it. Maybe Donna's live. I don't know. Can't tell. So anyway, hello everybody, and welcome to Monday Nights. You know what that means? It's time for another live Disney Parks Podcast recording session. You guys are part of the show. If you have questions, drop them in the chat room there. Yeah. And as soon as we get done recording, Jennifer Gentry Page, Robin, Donna, all joined. So glad that you guys are here. If you have questions, we will get to those as soon as we can. Do you want to do show and tell before we start the show?
We'll do it at the end when we do Q&A.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and hit the record button because now I'm in charge of the record button. Are you ready?
Oh, Jen's still here. She's
still here. Yeah, I think she and I and Sid have plans on Thursday night.
Nice.
Which reminds me, I got to cancel that other thing that I did. Okay. All right, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Well, all right, everybody, here we go. In today's show, we've got news about Disney getting rid of those dreaded, mean, old, nasty plastic straws. Shanghai is getting a 6-month pass. And this week's trivia and so much more, all in today's Disney Parks Podcast. Hey, buddy.
Hey, Lou.
How you doing?
Good, how you?
So, because of my Silver Pass status, I was not able to be a part of the amazing
Sweat
Fest of 2018 over at Toy Story Land. But we had the meetup.
Yeah, we
did. How'd the meetup go?
It was good. We had some new people.
I saw the picture.
We had some returning
sweet
peoples, which was good. So we had it was very, very hot. It was very, I can't stress, very, very hot.
Was it Disney?
the sun had nothing on the park that day.
Wow.
I mean, I could have been living on the sun for all I know.
Wow.
We had tried some of the food. It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. I think the heat was affecting my ability to taste food.
Yeah, I'll bet.
And then we did a quick run on Slinky Dog Dash, because you got to do that.
Yeah? How long was the wait time?
Oh, we didn't wait. We had fast passes.
Oh, look at you.
Yeah. And then we headed over to Baseline Tap House, and that's where we spent the majority of our time. Probably like 6 or 7 o'clock at night. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, we were there for a long time.
Good long time.
Yeah. And we had a couple cocktails. And
were you inside?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I was worried about you on Saturday. I saw the pictures like, oh, Tony doesn't look good.
Yeah.
I showed it to Sid. I said, how's he look? And she's like, holy crap, is he okay?
Yeah.
We need to check on him. I'm like, he's surrounded by people. What can we do?
Yeah.
So,
it was hot. So, so we headed over there because I guess we were there only an hour or so into the meet, and everybody was just, I was soaking wet, and I was like, well, let's go to an air-conditioned place.
That is really a down tick for that section of the park.
Yeah. But here's the thing. There were not a lot of places really in the studios. I mean, all the quick service, or most of the quick service, except for the commissary, is outside.
Right.
So you really can't say, well, let me go over to, Sunset and, go to the quick service and get some air.
Because they're all outdoors, too.
Everything's outside. And then even the backstage, there is a certain small part that's inside, and then the rest is outside.
Right.
So they need some places with air conditioning.
I know that they're theming it after a California park, and that totally makes sense on paper.
Right.
But in California, they don't have humidity to the degree that we do.
Right.
It's a full contact sport here in Florida.
Yeah.
So, all of that needed to be thought through. And I think didn't you say that there's not a lot of trees and stuff over there?
No.
I mean, not like they planted trees and they're waiting for them to grow. There's just not trees.
No. There's maybe a few trees.
Ugh, that's brutal.
Most of the rest is just shrubbery and greenery and
brutal.
land stuff that'll grow out. But yeah, there's no trees that'll grow and shade things.
Right.
Unless plastic starts growing trees.
Well,
because a lot of the park is plastic.
They're going to be saving some plastic here. Maybe they can plant it and see if a plastic tree will grow.
Yeah. I don't know. It may get a little better, once Star Wars open, because then that other end will open up and let some people through that way. Because it does bottleneck right in the middle there a little bit when it gets busy. Or the Green Army men are doing their little march from one end to the other.
Right.
That bottlenecks things because, the cast members are moving everybody to the side. There's really no side to move to, when it's crowded.
That's horrible.
I still like it back there. Listen, if they allowed me, I would pitch a tent and I would live there. Well,
except you'll be sweating your brains out the whole time. Wouldn't that be slightly a problem?
My tent would have to have air conditioning. If they'd let me do that.
You're dreaming, buddy.
If they let me plug in.
You think they have electricity out there for you?
There's got to be a couple outlets buried in the bushes somewhere.
Right. Yeah, we'll see.
But yeah, it was good to see everybody. Dan showed up. He's a new guy. Kind of lives here, kind of doesn't live here. He's got like a vacation house that he comes down to.
So like a snowbird, but not?
Yeah, like a snowbird, but not.
Fair enough.
Julie that moved down here recently, unfortunately, she got whacked by a tourist her first week.
She got what by a tourist?
Whacked by a tourist. Her car got destroyed.
Oh, jeez.
She had to go out and get a new car. That was good. Kara and Gary showed up.
Saw that. Jennifer was there.
Jennifer came. Yep, nice. Jennifer came. She brought a gift. I forgot to bring that up. I'll bring that up next week.
How dare you?
Who else came? And then friends of Aljon and Kristen came. Tiki Room, Jason and I can't think of Jason's girlfriend, wife's name. I can't think.
I got nothing.
Yeah, and then at the end, Kathy and Jackie showed up.
Good for them.
So.
Good for them. No comment.
Yeah.
That's
so we had
cool.
fun. We had a good time.
Didn't do a lot at Disney this weekend.
No.
I did go to Terralina.
Okay, yeah, how was that?
It was...
What would you compare it to? Give us a
oh, jeez.
Trattoria Forno, El Molino, Rovello, Via Napoli, Tutta Gusta, Tutta Italia.
I've never eaten at Tutto Italia. I know, right? It's crazy. I've eaten at Tutto Gusto, but I've not eaten at Tutto Italia.
I'm trying to think of any other Italian places.
It's nowhere near.
Tony's restaurant in the Magic Kingdom.
It's better than that, but then again, Chef Boyardee. Anyway, it's not bad. Everything was homemade.
Okay.
I will say this, and for those of you who are not watching, please forgive me because this is really a video. Tonight is really video. I will say from 0 to Ravello, it's a solid 7. And I know that goes against what other podcast brethren of mine feel about the place. Mm-hmm. But here's the thing. We had an appetizer called the Antipasti Tower.
Oh, nice.
And I'm not sure. It's going to take me a second to find it on there.
Yep, right there.
Right there?
Yep.
That's 2 stories of antipasti.
Good.
Unbelievable. It truly...
Is that for 1?
That's for 4. But there were more than 4 of us there, and it was truly amazing.
Wow.
They had olives and different meats and pickled vegetables. It was really, really good. Everybody ordered kind of a different main dish. I can't remember what ours was called, but it was it was rigatoni. And it was a sauce. It was like a sausage and olive oil.
Like a pomodoro?
something like that, but there was no tomato sauce in it. And then one of us ordered like a straight pasta and red sauce dish with something else in it and didn't like it. And then they got what we all wanted was gnocchi. The gnocchi was pretty good. It was a little on the mushy side, but it's potato. So, but overall the dishes were pretty good. The service was excellent. Our waitress was really, really good. We tried the wines.
Does it not stink up the place now that it's been refurbished?
I would, of course, other people, again, your mileage may vary, but I thought it was really, really good. I would probably rather go there than Trattoria.
Yeah.
Al Forno. Probably, but it's a different type of. This is more Americanized.
Oh.
But it's not bad. The flavor is really good.
Yeah.
They had their tear and share bread was amazing.
Better than Maria and Enzo's?
Everything's better than Maria and Enzo's. My flip-flop's better than Maria and Enzo's. And nothing against the Patina Group, which is crazy because if I'm...
It's like a Patina at one end and Levi at the other.
Yeah. Nothing against Patina Group, but the funny thing is Edison, Maria and Enzo's Hideaway, don't they all share a kitchen?
Yes.
And Maria and Enzo's was a horrible experience several times. Edison has never been a bad experience.
Yeah.
And I haven't really had a bad experience with Enzo's Hideaway. So I've had cooked dishes in all of those places, and I don't understand why Maria and Enzo's has been consistently a bad experience.
Yeah.
But it's much better than Maria and Enzo's. Okay. The atmosphere is way better. It still has that new wood smell. It's worth a visit. It really is worth a visit. I'll tell you the best part about that place, honestly, and I'll be done.
Okay.
Is they have an outside bar.
Oh, all right.
That it's a nice big circle, and there's one whole half of it is lowered, so you can like handicapped people can just roll up and just. But if there's no handicapped people there, you literally could just pull a chair up and eat, and it's normal height.
Oh, wow.
At the bar.
That is nice.
And when the sun goes down, that bar is nice. It's got a lot of outdoor seating, and it's going to become a haunt, I think, once it cools down a little bit more. So, other than that, I didn't do anything Disney this weekend.
Yeah. After the meetup, Al John Christensen and I went to Rick's. That was not our first choice.
Yeah?
We went to Disney Springs, and every restaurant we went to was a 2-hour wait.
Get out.
Started at Arts, then we went to Marimoto, then we went to Raglan Road, then we went to Frontera, and then we left.
You didn't try the Pig, though.
No.
See.
Yeah.
Pig always has room for you.
But a 2-hour wait, I was like, yeah, no thank you.
You should have just walked in and said, do you not know who I am? I'm the podcast co-host with John Donahue. And they would have been like, oh, Mr. Donahue's friend. Come. I'm kidding.
Yeah, I probably should have pulled that.
I'm kidding. Is Patrick here? I'm Tony. I'm John's online wife, and he would know exactly who I'm talking about.
So we went to Rick's Sports and Grill at the Colorado.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Put a whole bunch of tables for seating, obviously, because it's a restaurant now. It's not a lounge.
Great.
I had, what did I have? I had the French dip. And I had
the French dip
at the Rick's. And then I had guac and chips as my appetizer. And both were very good.
Sexy. Very sexy.
It's not plancha guacamole.
Say, was it plancha guacamole?
It's not plancha guacamole.
Well,
it was more like Chipotle guacamole.
That's not so bad.
But very nice. Server was very nice. Mm-hmm. They still kept some of the TVs on the wall because it is Rick's Sports Bar and Grill.
Yeah.
But the food was really good.
Nice.
And I'm thinking to myself, there weren't a lot of people in there.
Well, there's construction in the front.
There weren't a lot of people in there. There was barely anybody in the Pepper Market. And I can't imagine what was happening at the Maya Grill.
Well, let me ask you this question.
Yeah.
How bad was the construction to get in and out of that resort?
The parking's a little weird because you have to follow these signs now because the parking used to be like right in front by the porte cochere.
Oh, no, there's a building in the way.
Well, it is in the front, but now it's behind this construction, so you have to kind of go around to get to the new parking area.
Nice.
And that's allegedly only for guest check-in, but we all parked there because
there's no other place to park.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know where else to go. I saw a spot, I pulled in. But yeah, and I assume that's why they're giving the rooms away this fall for $179 there.
Giving them away. Jeez.
$179? They used to be $149 on the off season.
Right.
So $179 is now still a steal, I think.
Yeah. Well, as long as you don't mind being self-contained, because that walk is still atrocious.
Yeah. Yeah. And I will say this: if you go there, listen, I liked Rick's and the Mayan. It's okay.
It's not horrible.
Yeah.
It's not plancha.
Yeah, it's not plancha, but it's certainly off the beaten path a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Certainly less of a crowd.
Mm-hmm.
If you're looking for a little quiet time,
mm-hmm.
you can hear yourself think. Then these are the places to go.
I'll say this: when there is not something major going on at the ESPN zone,
mm-hmm.
like cheerleading or dance team conferences, you are correct.
Yeah.
When those groups are there, you can't even hear yourself think.
Right.
Because it's wall to wall, and all the adults are trying to get away, and all the kids are left to roam about in caravans of gangs. But when that tower opens,
oh yeah,
that place is going to be a hot spot.
Yeah. Well, you got to remember they're building two more places. The place out in the lake that we spoke about last week, and then there's allegedly a restaurant going on the 16th floor.
That's going to be amazing.
So I'm looking for that.
Yeah.
Because I know that's going to be like California Grill Flying Fishes.
Yeah.
It's going to be high end. It's going to have a nice view, I think, of the Epcot fireworks from up there too.
Right.
So it might be something to look forward to.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Sweet.
After that was it. That ended my my Disney weekend.
Excellent. Excellent. Anything else you want to add before we get into it?
Nope.
All right, my friends. Well, there's nothing else we can do. Stay with us now. Then get into the news. Well, all right. We can't put it off any longer, folks. We're going to have the talk. Disney expands environmental commitment by reducing plastic waste. Disney announced that the next step in its commitment to the environmental stewardship by saying that by 2019, the company will eliminate single-use straws and plastic stirrers at all owned and operated locations across the globe, amounting, this will blow your mind, to a reduction of more than 175 million straws and 13 million stirrers annually.
Wait, they're getting rid of the stirrers too?
Yeah.
Now, so just like the little coffee ones?
No more contemporary resort plastic stirrers.
Uh-oh. Now I got to go start getting
That's
some.
Right. We have to go. Disney also shared additional plans to reduce plastic waste across its businesses over the next few years by transitioning to refillable in-room amenities in Disney hotels and on cruise ships. Reducing the number of plastic shopping bags in its parks, we'll see how that works out, and on Disney Cruise Line, and by completing its work to eliminate polystyrene cups across all of its global owned and operated businesses. In addition to its long-term effort to reduce single-use plastics, the company will continue to recycle and responsibly dispose single-use waste that cannot be eliminated. And a quote, Disney has always been inspired by nature, and it is a uniquely powerful brand that inspires, educates, and entertains all at the same time, said Dr. M. Sanjian, CEO of Conservation International. This announcement is more than about reducing single-use plastic waste. It's also about showing millions of kids and adults from around the world the many ways we can change our daily habits to care for the oceans and protect nature that sustains all of us. Hang on. It also builds... I love you, Disney. It also builds on Disney's long-standing commitment to conservation and environmental stewardship, a legacy that stretches from the highlands of Peru to the islands of the South Pacific. Conservation isn't just the business of a few people, it's a matter that concerns us all, said Walt Disney. And the company's commitment to environmental stewardship today is as strong as it was when Walt spoke these words. To learn more about the Walt Disney Conservation's long-term sustainability goals and commitment to the environment, you can visit the WaltDisneyCompany.com/ environment.
Okay, so our friends in the chat room have an interesting point.
Do they now?
We're going to start with Marcina, who says they're getting rid of all the plastic straws and bags, but they're bringing in Ziploc as a sponsor and handing out little plastic bags.
Do as I say, not as I do.
Gosh. Listen, I'm all for the reduction, but I want to know how I'm going to drink my Frappuccino or my my milkshake or whatever. 50's prime time. How am I going to drink my peanut butter and jelly milkshake with a paper straw? It's just not going to happen.
Yeah. You have to figure it out.
Are they going to give me a stainless steel one?
You're going to have to figure it out.
I don't know where the hell it's been.
No. You're forgetting who we're talking about here, kids.
Yeah.
Come on. Disney is going to have premium lines of straws that are reusable that you can purchase, or they'll give you a surcharge to alleviate the carbon emissions for recycling those plastic straws. Disney's got a way to figure it out, and they'll monetize this.
Yeah.
That's what Disney does best. Disney sees a problem, does something to fix the problem, and then monetizes it.
And then slaps a price tag on it.
That's right. That's what Disney will do. The whole idea behind the plastic straws, that's great. I get it. I certainly get it on the cruise ships. I'm a big fan of the idea of not having plastic straws on cruise ships, especially considering if you get a cocktail, every cocktail you order or multiple cocktails you order has a half-size straw in it. Yeah. They all do. So doing away with that is not a bad idea, because straws will fly out of the drink and into the water. I get that. That makes total sense. You're talking about getting rid of plastic straws with the amount of other plastics and stuff in the parks. Yeah. Let alone
plastic cups, plastic silverware, plastic lids.
Yeah, and the thing is so funny is Starbucks just went through this, and they redesigned their plastic lids, because they wanted to conserve plastic and all that good stuff. But the problem is with those lids. Have you heard about this? No. There's more plastic in those plastic lids than in the plastic lid and straw combination.
Mm. So Corey's saying in Seattle they have the biodegradable straws. Does that mean it's going to biodegrade in my milkshake?
Yes. Yes, it will.
Gosh. All right. Listen, we could beat this to death with a plastic bag, but let's move on.
Put a plastic bag around it at least.
Take it out back.
Take it out back. Take it out like Old Yeller? Yeah. Put two in the base of the skull? Sorry. I'm sorry.
All right.
That's horrible.
All right, Shanghai is getting something very interesting.
Plastic straws?
Yes. They're getting the straws that we don't want.
Awesome.
Shanghai is launching a new half-year pass, providing guests with 6 months of magical experiences. So this is, I think, interesting because I was thinking about this. Well, if you're a snowbird, you don't need an annual pass. You need a 6-month pass. Because that's probably all you're here for. Maybe even less. So I'm thinking, this may be great in Disney World,
If they did a 9-month pass at Disney World, I'd sign up for it.
You just don't want the summer.
June, July, and August. Yeah. Half of May.
Yeah.
Half of May.
Yeah.
June, July. Yeah. Half of August. Yeah. Done. Doing it tomorrow.
Yeah. Well, I'm doing the After Dark ticket.
After this weekend, that doesn't shock me.
Shanghai Disney announced that they're going to launch an all-new Shanghai Disneyland half-year pass set to go on sale August 2nd. This brand-new product provides a tremendous value for guests, allowing them to enjoy all the resort has planned for this year's special summer events and entertainment all the way through the Chinese New Year. The resort also announced special renewal offers and bonus park entries for current and previous seasonal pass holders who can now purchase their pass as early as July 23rd. The 2018 Half Pass, I love the way they're calling this a Half Pass, half-year pass, will be available for public purchase beginning August 2nd and will be valid for multiple entries by the same guests from August 2nd all the way through February 4th. Standard, child, senior, and disabled passes, and we don't have 2 of those 4 here, so very interesting, will be offered at all 3 tiers. A weekday, which is valid for admission on weekdays, excluding October 1st to the 5th, December 31st. and January 1st, but not including working weekends of September 29th through the 30th and December 29th and 28th. So they made it very easy to very complicated.
Yeah.
In one sentence.
Oh, wow, look, it's Disney.
The Any Day...
Any day.
Which grants pass holders access to the park on any day through February 4th, excluding October 1st through the 7th, and Sunday, which allows pass...
Don't get into all. That's crazy.
Which allows pass holder park access on any Sunday.
Any Sunday.
Excluding October 7th and December 30th.
Oh.
Current and previous Shanghai Disneyland seasonal pass holders will be able to enjoy early access to the purchase of the new 2018 Half Pass at a discounted rate from July 23rd through August 1st. Current and previous season pass holders can enjoy a special discounted price on the new half-year pass
yep.
Via the resort's official WeChat account and the official Shanghai Disney Resort Fliggy flagship store.
No. That's the Shanghai Disney Resort fliggity flagship.
With entry valid as early... What is a Fliggy flagship?
Beats the hell out of me, but it's funny to say. Fliggy flagship store.
I thought it was an error, but I got it directly off their site.
Wow.
I don't think we need to go into the rest of this.
No. There's so much more to this.
Yeah. There's, there's rules. There's blackout dates. It's good at Downtown Disney. They'll have special offers. You'll get discount tickets for the Beauty and the Beast show at their special theater.
Yay.
So it's an interesting concept. I would like to, first of all, I would like to see this come here because I think it would be great for our snowbirds. And I would like to see, where was it? I would like to see the senior ticket and this disabled ticket. Because I had a friend who used to bring her mother, who was blind, deaf, and in a wheelchair and could not ride anything. Period, end of story. They just brought her to the park to be with the grandkids. Mm-hmm. And one of the grandkids would sit with grandma, and the rest of the family would go ride, and then they'd swap, and then that person would go ride.
Right.
But Disney would charge them a full price adult ticket.
Jeez.
And the reason guest relations said, you ready for this? Well, she can enjoy the shows and the parades. She's deaf and blind and in a wheelchair. How would she enjoy those?
She can feel the pavement as it burns her hand.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
So, I would love to see these two, the senior and the disabled.
Yeah, I was watching a thread somewhere on Facebook this weekend, and they were talking about seniors passes, and I think that makes sense. The only problem is this: if Walt Disney World was not in Florida, senior pass makes a great idea. But we live in Florida. Most people who live in Florida are seniors.
Yeah.
So while I understand the concept, I think there's a flaw in the process because, there's so many people who come to Florida to retire.
Right.
That would be a little bit of a problem. The funny thing is Brian in our chat room says, does the half year pass get in his handoff from the quarter pass?
It's only good from the quarter pass on.
Till it gets hit by the full pass.
Not for the half pass, only from the quarter pass.
And you get a touchdown, and you can do the fliggity flagship shuffle.
You go to the fliggity store.
I think Disney had the right idea with the tier system here in Walt Disney World. Looking at what they're doing at other parks around the world, there are aspects I think that Disney could benefit the guest experience by shifting to, but like one of the people in the chat room said, it would be very complicated. I like the idea. I mean, we already have the After 4 pass, the Water Parks pass, the Epcot After 4 pass. We have all these different versions.
I think there's a weekend pass.
Yeah, there's probably a weekend pass. But the pass that I have, you've got blackout dates, but most of the blackout dates are in the summer. That's why we don't have... we don't feel like paying the extra $20 a month each for the privilege of not going in the summer.
Right.
So it boots me out of a couple things every now and then, but that's,
Yeah.
Anywho.
Hey, last week we had a trivia question, and it was in 1923. Walton Roy had a small studio on what street in California until moving to a larger studio?
Was that Bad Street, Atlanta, GA?
No.
Oh, okay.
The correct answer was Kingswell Avenue.
Ooh.
And then they moved to Hyperion.
Nice.
So that's and they were only paying $10 a month rent at Kingswell.
I wonder what that would be in today's dollars.
Oh, probably $10,000 billion. Hey, Ron, you are the winner. We sent you an email. If you can send us your address, we'll mail you something.
Sweet.
And then we could say it's in the mail, but right now it's not. All right, this week's question.
Okay.
You ready? In what year did Disneyland officially retire ticket books from use? You know, the A, B, C, D, E.
1954.
No.
Dang it. No. I never get these
I
questions
will
right.
tell you this, though. Go to YouTube, and D23 put out a video of Mr. Tony Baxter, who collects
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
ticket media.
Yeah.
And he's got 10 volumes. I'm assuming one for each decade. And he had some very rare items
I'm sure he does.
in his collection.
Must be
Very
nice. Access
very
is everything.
nice. Yes.
Yeah.
So, if, Mr. Baxter, if you'd like to come on and share that with us.
Just come on the show.
Yeah.
We'd love to have you.
Yeah, we'd love to have you on the show. But
crap.
you can bring your ticket books with you.
Sure.
We won't mind.
That's probably not what I want to talk about, but I'd love to have you talk about your ticket booths.
Yeah. If you know the correct answer, go to email us at DisneyParksPodcast@gmail.com and send us the correct answer.
Well, for those of you who did not know, at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, we do a live show just for our Patreons. And Patreons are people who love what we do and want to support us by donating X amount of dollars every month. And when you do that, you get a laundry list of awesome perks and rewards. You can go find out more information at patreon.com/DisneyParksPodcast. And one of the things we do every Monday night that we record, we do a live show just for you guys. And we do that as well as some other things. We do free content shows with no advertising. We do a lot of other things there as well. So go to patreon.com/DisneyParksPodcast, and you could be one of the cool kids like James, Ernie, David, Dustin, Corey, Sam, Jennifer, Ross, Ron, Willie, Michael, Kat, Don, Mike, Katie, Eva, and Katie. Man, that's a lot of people.
Yeah.
So we appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for being Patreons. Thank you for supporting what we do here. And we are working really hard every week to try to earn your patronage. Keep it up, guys.
Sounds good.
So, Edna Mode and the Pope Mobile, right?
Oh, yeah.
Big fan of that, right?
I am.
If you would like to learn how to draw Edna Mode, you'll have to go all the way over to the Animation Academy at Disney California Adventure Park. If you've ever wondered how Disney and Pixar characters are brought to life on the screen, Disney's Animation Academy at California Adventure Park offers guests a hands-on experience. We used to have something like that over here, too, didn't we?
Yes.
Now it's Star Wars.
I hope once they finish the thing, they'll move that over there, and that'll go back to what it was.
Right.
That's my hope and prayers.
I hope they do as well. I have a sneaky suspicion they're not gonna, but, you know. Presented by a Disney artiste, you'll receive step-by-step instructions on how to create your very own character sketch. To celebrate Pixar Fest at the Disneyland Resort, there's a video available that you can see that specific artist creating Edna Mode from The Incredibles. I'm sure there's a laundry list of characters that you can choose from. We used to have pretty much all, and we did a vote. Like with Mickey or Stitch or Dumbo.
Yeah, I'm not sure how theirs works.
Yeah, I don't either.
Yeah.
Animation. I can't speak English today. Animation Academy is a super fun for the all ages experience. To add to the fun, you can take home your masterpiece as a souvenir. Even before it's even better. Sorry, I cannot read either. Even better, it's located in the relaxing, cool Disney Animation Building, a great place to escape the heat. Man, they just stole our idea and took it out west. Drawing classes occur every 30 minutes. I'm telling you, it's the same thing. Attractions, entertainment, and offerings are always subject to change without notice. So it was called the Animation Courtyard.
Yes.
And it was the Animators Academy, right?
That's right.
That's what it was called. Mm-hmm. We would go in, and I think 20 or 30 of us, and there was a piece of paper and a pencil.
Yeah.
And we went in and we learned how to drive Mickey. Yeah, we learned how to draw Mickey. Or I think one time I went in and had to draw Jiminy Cricket.
I drew Pooh once and left it. It's such a terrible picture.
Winnie the Pooh? Or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it looks like Pooh.
I knew you were going to say that.
Yeah. I'm up? Me?
Yeah, it's all you got, man.
All right, Disney is now, I think this is going to be patent number 18.
Patent number 18?
Patent number 18.
1,000?
That they are possibly putting in Star Wars Land.
Who knows? Okay? We don't know what we don't know.
Well, from what I read, there's 17, what they think are going to be used in Star Wars. This will be patent number 18.
All righty, patent number 18. Come on down.
They're developing a flexible speaker that can be hidden in themed objects in the park. A recent patent filing showing that Disney is developing flexible speakers that can be hidden in a variety of objects. Typically, speakers are rigid and have a fixed size and shape that limits the possible theming of speakers in different places. The new kind of speaker developed by Disney is flexible so that it can be placed in a variety of locations. For example, the patent shows the speaker embedded in a table or be bent to be fitted around a curved portion of a wall.
Okay.
I'm thinking these would be great for my house, too.
Yeah, totally.
In my car.
Right.
Anyway. To achieve the radical redesign of speakers, Disney is researching electrostatic loudspeaker technology, also known as ESL. This technology was extensively researched in the mid-20th century, but as of today, ESL technology still is not widely used due to restrictions with the technology.
Wonder what the restrictions are.
Probably sound and volume. I would think, in depth of bass.
Yeah, weird. All right.
Disney's patent will take this technology and build it into objects in a themed environment for a greater immersion. That's the word that's always associated with Star Wars Land.
Yes.
Based on the timing and the patent and the opening of Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, it makes sense that we could see this technology in the new land. So just another great fail point for you, Disney.
That's horrible.
This technology will make it so that noise could come from anywhere in the land without visible speakers to help create a greater immersion.
Can you do the Darth Vader thing?
Welcome to the bathroom. I'm the toilet seat. Put me down, little kitty. I'm soap. Use it to wash your hands.
Can you imagine?
Yeah.
Like you're standing. What would be worse?
All right.
Oh, dude, you could be lying in bed and then right over your head, it's the time to wake up, Annie. Wake up.
So here's my whole angst. I'm reading all of this stuff that's coming out, that they're building, new technology, new ways to do this, and lightsabers, and it's not all going to work. It can't. There's too many moving parts and pieces in my mind.
Right.
From a technical infrastructure.
Right.
Here's,
my 2 cents, if you cared.
Sure. I'll care.
What made Star Wars and Empire and Jedi so great was the fact that, for the most part, it was very practical. And by practical, I mean real.
Yeah.
Yes, there were some special effects that made it look like the land speeder was going, and yes, they were using special effects to make the X-Wings and the TIE fighters fly. But outside of that, outside of the lightsabers which we have ways of getting around the lightsabers now. Everything else felt pretty legitimately real. And even when you go now and you see Captain Phasma or you see the stormtroopers, they have the speakers built in. There's no reason to be having all of this crazy stuff because, like you said, they can't keep 2 brand new attractions running at the same time in Toy Story Land. So all these cool little technology things that are great, which if you're the first 1,000 people that stay in the resort, it'll be amazing if the kinks are all worked out.
Sure.
But give it a year, give it 2 years, give it 5 years. Once the technology starts breaking down, it won't be as good. Versus just build a resort like we want. Build Mos Eisley Cantina. And you walk in there and it's literally just a bar and it's a bunch of people wearing foam pieces and you're piping the music in, but it sounds like they're playing the Cantina song or whatever the heck song you want to play, and then have people walking around in outfits, and then have the nice crisp clean place that you walk into that's got the stormtroopers walking by, and periodically Darth Vader walks through and scares the piss out of everybody, and you know, you get in your thing and a rebel comes sneaking into your hallway, and it's all practical. And just make it something that you can, that's immersive, and you're not relying on technology to make your imagination work. The thing is once this technology goes away, that the immersion disappears. And that's my fear. Just make it something that would be fun for people to do, independent of all the bells and whistles. And Disney's, we don't go to Wilderness Lodge because it's technologically the most advanced place on the planet. We go there because it's just great. You know? It's big fake pillars of wood, big fake towers, big fireplace, a fake bubbling brook that comes up through the floor magically and then scrolls on all the way down to the pool. That's what we love.
Or the illusion that it scrolls down to.
Correct. That's just me.
I agree. And here's the thing. There's no, like these 17 items that they've filed patents for, there's no testing of the longevity of them.
They can't.
And for Disney, it's 365, 18 hours a day. That's a long time to keep something up and running.
Well, the scary thing about it is, think about the people who are Harry Potter type fans. They're not going to be 18 hours a day. You're only in the hotel for 3 days. Or whatever the whole deal is, like a 3-day experience, 2-day experience. If I were 18 to 25, I'd be 24/7 to get a 3-day full-on experience. I would expect there to be aliens walking around at 2 o'clock in the morning. I'd expect it. No, dare I say, I would demand it. Anyway, I'll get off my soapbox. Lucasfilm, speaking of Star Wars, has announced the cast for Star Wars Episode 9. Why don't they just go ahead and use numbers? Because Roman numerals are complicated.
You have to think.
Unreleased footage of Carrie Fisher will be used to complete Leia's story.
Bravo.
Help us all. Lucasfilm has announced the cast for Star Wars Episode 8, and there's a couple of names on there that might surprise you. A very good news for fans is Carrie Fisher, Princess Leia, or General Leia now, will return in Episode 9 using previously unused footage from The Force Awakens. John Williams is back.
I thought the last one was his last one.
I thought it was too. They keep pulling me back in. They keep holding his grandkids hostage, is what I hear. From StarWars.com, it says, Star Wars Episode 9, yet again, should be the title, will begin filming in London's Pinewood Studios on August 1st of 2018. J.J. Abrams is back to direct the final installment of the Skywalker saga and to fix all the stuff that Rian Johnson screwed up. Nope, that's not right. That's just my opinion. Abrams co-wrote the screenplay with Chris Terrio. Here's the list of cast members. Daisy Ridley, Adam Driver, have to have those two, John Boyega, Oscar Isaac, Lupita Nyong'o, Domhnall Gleeson, I can't say his name right, Kelly Marie Tran, thank God, Jonas Suotamo, Chewbacca, and Billy Lord, Carrie Fisher's daughter. Joining the cast of Episode 9 are Naomi Ackie and Richard E. Grant, who will be joined by veteran Star Wars actors Mark Hamill.
Wow, I'm shocked.
Anthony Daniels.
I'm shocked.
And Billy D. Williams.
I'm shocked.
Some cold malt liquor, who will reprise his role as Lando Calrissian. Now, the cool thing is I believe at this point, Mark Hamill is going to be a Force ghost.
Oh, really?
He died in the... Spoilers! He died in the last one.
Well, did he really? We saw him vaporized,
He
but
just-
did he really?
Maybe he just took a Force nap.
Yeah, maybe he just, disappeared.
He illuminated, reflection of Earth.
Yeah.
And then at the beginning of the next one, be like, psych. The role of Leia Organa will once again be played by Carrie Fisher using the previously unreleased footage shot on Star Wars The Force Awakens. Abrams said, "We desperately loved Carrie. Finding a truly satisfying conclusion to the Star Walker saga without her eluded us. We were never going to recast or use CG. With the support and blessing from her daughter, we have found a way to honor Carrie's legacy and role as Leia in Episode 9 using unseen footage we shot together in Episode 7. Sorry, I had to think about it.
Right.
Composer John Williams, who scored every chapter of the Star Wars saga since 77's A New Hope, Star Wars, thank you, will return to a galaxy far, far away with Episode 9. Release is scheduled for December of 2019.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Should be fun.
I think it should be great.
Hopefully they don't screw it up. Okay, this is a little sad note here, but the attorney who helped Disney purchase all of the Walt Disney World property passed away at 91.
Yep.
So Thomas DeWolf, and I had a chance to hear him speak. He was on the Epcot 35th anniversary panel with Charles Ridgway.
Oh, cool.
Who was the marketing guy at the time. And these two guys were talking about, some great Disney history stuff.
Right.
But anyway, he passed away at 91 on June 27th. DeWolf was hired by the Walt Disney Company in the 1960s to form 5 fake corporations, and I'd love to remember those names, to purchase the land, which is now considered Walt Disney World property. The tactic saved the Walt Disney Company massive amount of monies. Rich Fogelsong?
No, Richard Fogelsong.
Fogelsong? Okay. A Disney historian and retired from Rollins college professor said if those landowners knew that Disney was assembling land, the landowners might have tried to hold out or sell the land for hundreds of thousands of dollars an acre. So I think that would have been true. And that's what happened with the last dozen acres that they tried to purchase. Yeah. It almost cost as much as the rest of the property.
I would have been the one holding out.
Yeah. DeWolf also was instrumental in the creation of Reedy Creek Improvement District, as he drafted the initial legislation that helped establish it. The Reedy Creek Improvement District, if you don't know, governs over the land that Walt Disney World Resort sits on. It's also the governing body that makes all the laws in Walt Disney World. In his initial draft for the creation of Reedy Creek, he also created 2 municipalities that comprise Walt Disney World property. That's Bay Lake and Lake Buena Vista. From 1974 until 2011, DeWolf served as on the Reedy Creek Board of Supervisors. All but 2 years, he served as the president of that board.
Wow. Unbelievable.
This is a guy I would have loved to have on the show to talk about this stuff.
Yeah.
You know,
It would have been great.
It would have been awesomeness. But,
Yeah.
that's not going to happen now.
Yeah. Thanks a lot, my friend. You created a great place for us.
Yep.
All right, my friends. That's it for today's show.
Correct.
We will be having the second show that'll come out. This one comes out Wednesday. The second one will come out on Friday. So make sure you visit the Disney Parks Podcast for all that. You can always find us on Facebook, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at Disney Parks Podcast. Twitter at Disney Podcaster. DisneyParksPodcast.com for all of our show archives, blog posts, and links to our amazing sponsors. And if you can't catch us there, then we'll see you
in the parks.
All right, everybody in the chat room, that was just the first show that went really long.
Yeah, it did.
So we're going to be doing our second show. Stick with us if you want to, or come back, when you can. We're going to be doing some questions, and Tony's got some Q&A stuff that he's going to do. Show and tell, not Q&A. Show and tell. Show and tell, Josh. Show and tell. So we're going to be doing that, and we're going to go ahead and jump into the second show. You ready for that?
Yep.
All right. We're going to give it a couple seconds of silence. Well, in today's show, we've got news about new toys from Ukrainian startup company, that are coming to the Disney parks. Disney and 21st Century Fox have done some kind of crazy shenanigans. The Magic of Disney store in Orlando International Airport is set to close, and so much more, all in today's Disney Parks podcast.
All right. First up, if you're in the chat room, I'm going to show you a picture. This is, there's a new toys coming from a Ukrainian startup are coming to Disney parks. The Walt Disney Company signed a deal with U-Gears, a Ukrainian startup toy manufacturer, which will be producing, if I could talk, toys for 700 Disney stores and Disney stores in the theme parks around the parks and around the globe. U-Gear produces wooden self-propelled toys that require no batteries and can be built without glue or tools.
Cool.
So it's like those pop-up metal things. It's
right.
Like these are going to move.
Right.
Yep. Signing the deal between Disney and U-Gears took about 8 months, as U-Gears had to pass strict audit. And I'm sure it was.
I'm sure it was.
Yeah.
Very, very.
We know what it's like to get a ticket or get to an event. We can't imagine what it's like to try and sell something.
True.
Currently, there's no word on whether Disney will be licensing any intellectual property to be integrated into the U-Gears product. But if you see this picture of this, it's a pretty integrated and complicated little toy.
I want one of those.
Yeah.
I mean, that'd be cool to have, just for the sheer sake of having it.
Yeah.
If they could do the Main Street vehicles. Yeah, I know, right?
Monorail.
No.
The train.
Monorail?
Yeah, the train.
Stop and think about this. A monorail?
Yeah.
Dude, it's just a plastic tube.
Not underneath.
Yes, whatever. This, though, that's got the car.
Fire truck, the trolley
truck, the trolley car.
Yeah.
Written all over it, man.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
All right. Here we go.
All right.
So, Disney and 21st Century Fox have gotten Fox stockholder approval for Disney to acquire 21st Century Fox. That's all you need to know right there.
Did you vote your shares? Your shares. Right?
Yeah, we voted to buy. Heck yeah. Walt Disney Company and 21st Century Fox announced that their stockholders have approved, shockingly, of Disney's acquisition of 21st Century Fox. The two companies set a special meeting in Manhattan, which reportedly only lasted 12 minutes.
It probably cost them $8,000 to rent the room in Manhattan, put up all the executives.
Bob walked out and said, "You guys want to?" And everybody was like, "Hell yeah, do it!"
All right, see ya.
See you guys. Peace.
Yeah.
See you on the cruise line.
Right.
Walt Disney Company's acquisition of 21st Century Fox cost the company $71.3 billion in cash and stock.
As a shareholder, that makes me a little concerned. That's a lot of money.
That's out of Bob's wallet. Who are you kidding? Disney originally offered $52.4 billion in stock in December of 2017, but the price was driven up after getting into a bidding war with the devil, Comcast Corporation itself. Disney CEO Bob Iger said, "I'm so high on rich happiness right now." No, I'm kidding. He said, quote, "We're incredibly pleased that stockholders of both companies have granted approval for us to move forward and are confident in our ability to create significant long-term value through this acquisition of Fox's premier assets." Asked later what he really thought, he went, "Snicked." For all you Marvel fans out there, that'll make sense. Executive Chairman of 21st Century Fox, Rupert Murdoch, said, $3 billion. I mean, you'd say no to that. He said, "We are grateful to our stockholders for approving this transaction. I want to thank all of our executives and colleagues for their enormous contribution in building 21st Century Fox over the past decades. And I'm rich."
Yeah.
I'm kidding. He didn't say that. I'm rich, Bart. But he was thinking it really hard.
Yeah.
The Disney merger agreement is just a little complex.
To say.
Strap it in, kids.
Yeah.
The agreement allows 21st Century Fox stockholders to receive $38 per share in either cash or shares of New Disney, which is a new holding company that will become the parent of both Disney and 21st Century Fox. 21st Century Fox stockholders taking the stock option will receive consideration equal to $38 in value of the average Disney stock price at closing, which is between 93.5 and 114.32. The acquisition has already been approved by the Justice Department, but the companies still are working on regulatory approvals from other governments around the world. The sale is officially expected to be finalized sometime in 2019. Hopefully before Avengers 4 comes out and the Fantastic Four and the X-Men come in to kick the crap out of Thanos. Snicked. You know what snicked means?
No.
It's the sound that Wolverine's claws make in the comic books. Every time they come out, they go snicked.
No, I got it now.
Yeah.
That's good. Very. Okay, this past Saturday, we were in the sweating zone.
That makes one of us, bro.
We had a meetup at Woody's Lunchbox, and I'd like to thank everybody that came out.
Yep, thanks, guys.
Withstood the heat, and then we got some air conditioning. All right, next weekend, August 11th. Not this weekend, next weekend. 11.
No, really?
11.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
Jeez, in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Wow.
We're having a meetup at Plancha at, I think it's 3 p.m. I know it says...
Try 1.
1 p.m. Maybe I have to change my reservation. August 11th at 1 p.m. at Plancha. Here's the deal. I've made a reservation for the people that RSVP'd online. I have a table of about 10.
Right?
If you think you are coming, and you hear the sound of my voice, send an email to DisneyParksPodcast@gmail.com and just put in the subject line, yes, Plancha. And how many? So, yes,
Correct.
Plancha 2, yes, Plancha 4, yes, Plancha 6, yes, Plancha 10, whatever people are in your traveling entourage.
Or for our Spanish-speaking friends,
Yeah.
Si Plancha Dos.
Yeah. Because I'd like to confirm with the restaurants so they can get this all ready for us. Then, on September 15th, we are going to Minder's Lounge at the Grand Flow to sit in some air conditioning and have some cocktails.
Cocktails are good.
Because it's still hot out.
It is a little warm.
Yeah. I think we're kind of wrapping up the blogger thing. So if you've gotten in, great. If you still think you want to be one, this is your last chance. I think we're going to go with what we got, see what happens for a while. And then if we need to switch out and replace, we shall do so. So send us an email, DisneyParksPodcast@gmail.com if you're interested. And I did get a question recently on Facebook. You can listen to the show on any Amazon device by saying the name of the show, Disney Parks Podcast. On any Google Home device by just saying the Disney Parks Podcast. And last but not least, go visit us at DisneyParksPodcast.com/shop, where we have some items for sale, and rate us, review us, and share us. So if you listen to the show on Stitcher, go to Stitcher and rate us. If you listen to us on iTunes, go to Stitcher and rate us and review us. If you listen to us on Google Play, rate us and review us there. Wherever you go to get the show, that would be very, very, very helpful.
That rhymed.
Yes.
You're a poet and don't know it.
That's right. All right. It is a little bit sadness that I say this, but the Magic of Disney Store at the Orlando International Airport is closing. So getting that last-minute Walt Disney World souvenir may get a little bit tougher before your flight at MCO on the go.
Watch your language, sir.
At the end of business on July 25th, the Magic of Disney store near the gates between 1 to 59, the security area will close.
It's closed.
Yeah, did close. The location is a part of an expansion coming to the West Checkpoint area construction. However, we bring a new Disney store in that area the spring of 2019.
New Disney store. What?
Yeah. Now, the Disney Airport, which is located near the atrium of the Hyatt at the Orlando International, that's a big open area where the fountain is, will still remain open. So you just can't get it near the gate. You're going to have to get it when you get into the
That's a
atrium.
horrible position for that anyway.
Yeah.
That's really not a good spot for that. So if you're fans of Disneyland, breakfast is returning to the River Bell Terrace this week, apparently very quietly. River Bell Terrace at Disneyland started serving breakfast again. The restaurant last served it on February of 2016, just before it closed to begin its changeover to a sit-down restaurant. Fans will be happy to know that the new member once again features a Mickey-shaped pancake. All other entries, however, are brand spanking new. Check this out. Now, this is funny because this is California, and I can't believe they're serving this, but the Southern Fried Bone-In Pork Chop is served with sunny side up eggs, signature potatoes, and bacon gravy.
Nice.
Good job, California. The short rib skillet also has sunny side up eggs and signature potato, plus onions and peppers and Texas toast. The restaurant is always also serving fresh baked biscuits. The Mark Twain comes with chicken sausage or applewood smoked bacon, plus scrambled eggs, signature potatoes, and a biscuit. The Country Biscuits and Gravy has crispy chicken breast, biscuit, bacon gravy. Hang on. Chicken crackling. Oh, God. Chicken crackling and blistered potatoes, or tomatoes. For something a little different, Becky Thatcher's fried green tomato featured deviled eggs, roast corn, and avocado relish, chimichurri, red pepper coulis, and blistered tomatoes. The monkey bread that was recently added to the lunch and dinner menu is also available for breakfast, but damn you for eating monkey. The sweet bread is smothered in pecan, butter, maple syrup, and candied pecans. Brains come extra. As with lunch and dinner, breakfast is a full-service sit-down experience. Currently, seating is available on a walk-up basis, but as with all things Disney, you can expect reservations to be available soon.
Of course.
Yeah, buddy.
Gotta do it.
Who wants to go to Flavor Town? I just wanted to say that, and you didn't give me the stories. Yeah.
All right, so next up here in Walt Disney World, Guy Fieri's Chicken Guy is set to open in August at Disney Springs. This is right near the Planet Hollywood on the Coke side. Yeah. Last month we told you that celebrity chef Guy Fieri and Planet Hollywood founder Robert Earl were working together on a quick service concept called Chicken Guy, and today Disney confirmed the new restaurant will be opening in August at Disney Springs.
Come on!
And they shared some of the menu details. Chicken Guy menu will feature hand-pounded.
No comment.
Hand-pounded and breaded chicken tenders and more than 20 variety of sauces made in-house.
What are you doing today? I'm making sauces. What are you doing tomorrow? Making more sauces. How many sauces do you make?
20. The tenders can be grilled or fried and can be ordered by themselves or on a chicken sandwich like the Big Bite BLAT, which includes bacon, lettuce, avocado, tomato, and buttermilk ranch.
Okay, whoa. Hang on. Just hang on a second.
Okay.
So we just did a story about Disneyland opening up a restaurant, and they're serving Southern fried food. We do a story about a restaurant opening here in Walt Disney World, and they're putting avocado on everything. What in the hell, man?
Well,
we got the parts, parts of the country switched up. Yeah, crazy.
Chicken Guy fries come sprinkled with Fieri signature seasoning and can also be ordered loaded with with
super melty cheese,
chopped grilled chicken, bacon, and green onions. The Mac Daddy mac and cheese is also a side option. Didn't we have that when we ate there? It was a side. The Mac Daddy, yeah. For something a little lighter, we have air.
You can order water, and you'll like it.
Yeah. Try the Chicken Guy salad bowls, including a chopped chicken Caesar salad, a barbecue chopped chicken salad, and a Southwest sweet corn salad.
Nice.
For dessert, they got signature desserts, including the triple double mint with hand-spun mint chocolate serve with cookies and cream crumbles, chocolate mints, chocolate syrup, and fresh whipped cream, and the cinnamon apple, which has hand-spun vanilla soft, crunchy cinnamon cereal, Applejack, cinnamon apple cereal, and fresh whipped cream. Remember those desserts that had like stuff glued to the jars? Yeah, so maybe they're doing that now outside too. But
crunchy cinnamon cereal and the crunchy apple cinnamon cereal. Yeah. So I'm thinking crunchy cinnamon.
This can't be in a glass container.
No.
It's a
so cinnamon toast crunch and Apple Jacks.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice.
Yeah,
Dad, I want one.
Now the exact date has not been revealed, but sometime in August it'll be opening up.
I gotta say, man, you've never been on a Carnival cruise, but on the Carnival 2.0 ships,
they have
they have the guys
burger.
Big Bite.
Yeah.
Oh man. Jeez, I can't even begin to tell you how good those are. So if it's even 1/3 of, if it's a half year pass as good, it's one of those burgers. I cannot wait for this. Plus, I'm down with Guy Fieri. Now, having said that, I don't think I'm going out too far on a limb. I don't think you and I are both super duper impressed with the food from Planet Hollywood. The ribs are good.
Yeah,
but
it's okay. It wasn't. And all of us ordered off the Guy portion of the menu.
Yeah.
In hopes that it's going to be good.
Yeah, and it wasn't horrible, but it wasn't
horrible. It wasn't great.
You know, it didn't blow any of our socks off.
Yeah.
So
there was room for improvement.
Yes. All right. So speaking of Reedy Creek, their recent budget items hinted at a replacement to Illuminations, Reflections of Earth, at Epcot. And this is not anything new. We've been kind of talking about this for a while. Right. Rumors that a new show is being developed to replace the popular Illuminations, Reflections of Earth at Epcot that have been swirling for a while now. But at a meeting of the Reedy Creek Improvement District on last Wednesday, money was budgeted to work in the lagoon that could mean a new show is on the way. Reedy Creek, which handles area roads and utility infrastructure for the Walt Disney World Resort, budgeted $1.8 million for electrical upgrades, $325,000 for material, and $220,000 for engineering, inspection, and survey work. Yeah. The work would include drilling and installing a new pipe from the American Adventure Pavilion across to an island in the lagoon. Disney has no comment on the matter. No comment. The district also approved budget for other items around the resort, including $1.022 million for electrical services, $415,000 for natural gas, for what is expected to be the coveted Star Wars hotel, $675,000 for water services for the upcoming Ratatouille attraction. $675,000 for water services.
Yeah.
Is there going to be a water feature on this ride?
I don't know. Maybe.
Toilets cost that much money?
The fountains?
Jeez. And $301,224 for water services for the upcoming Guardians of the Galaxy roller coaster at Epcot. How come there's so much more water for the Ratatouille attraction than Guardians of the Galaxy?
I don't know.
Whatever.
Maybe because it takes place in a sewer?
Maybe. I don't know. So that's interesting. So if they're doing this work now, what are you thinking? 2020?
Yeah. Oh, definitely by the
2020 is the anniversary, so yeah that'd be cool. Yeah. All right.
All right, next up, hey, let's talk about some 2018 holiday stuff happening at Disneyland Resort, which begins on November 9th.
Yay.
The Disneyland Resort has announced that this year's holiday celebrations will begin November 9th and continue all the way through January 6th.
Ooh.
I wish they'd go a little bit longer with that. Sometimes. Because there are a couple weeks, well, it doesn't matter, a couple weeks that I'm not here.
Right.
Yeah, I'd like to get a little bit more of it.
But this is at Disneyland.
Yeah, well, they do the same thing here. At Disneyland Park, a Christmas fantasy parade will return along with Believe
If you believe
in a new
in
holiday
love
magic
after
fireworks.
love.
As always, Sleeping Beauty Castle will be decorated with dazzling icicles. Because icicles are dazzling. The popular festive overlay, It's a Small World holiday will be back. The Haunted Mansion holiday will continue as its Halloween holiday magic. There's still no word if the Jingle Cruise is returning, and it hasn't since 2017.
Now, by Jingle Cruise, you mean the Jungle Jingle Cruise thing, right? The Jungle Cruise.
Jingle Cruise overlay, right. Disney's California Adventure Festival of Holidays, with its tour around the world in both entertainment and food, because we have to have apricot food and wine,
Must always be food.
we'll head back into Paradise Gardens Park area. Look for the festive food marketplace via Navidad and more. In Cars Land, the residents of Raider Springs will once again spread holiday cheer with Mater's Jingle Jamboree and Luigi's Joy to the Whirl,
So punny.
sharing their own Christmas carols. With unexpected construction happening in Paradise Bay, it's unclear if World of Color Seasons of Light will be presented this year.
No!
The holiday seasons at Disneyland Resort will continue through
Three Kings Day.
Three Kings Day on January 6th. Okay.
Three Kings Day. Isn't that
I don't know what that
is that an Australian holiday? That's how stupid I am. Three Kings Day. Three Kings Day is that makes sense. So Three Kings Day is a Latin American holiday. And it's the Epiphany Day.
is. Oh, yeah.
Epiphany, also Theophany, Little Christmas, or Three Kings Day is a Christian feast that celebrates the revelation of God incarnate as
Nice.
Jesus Christos. That's your moment of what's the word I'm looking for?
Epiphany?
Seminary for you from the Disney Parks podcast.
Your seminary lesson for the day.
That's your seminary lesson from. I am a seminarian.
You're a seminarian?
I am a seminarian. I've been to seminary. I know what you're thinking. Don't even think it. We used to make that joke too. One of our favorite places to visit is Geyser Point Bar and Grill. And guess what? They've done taking menu off the menu, or breakfast off the menu.
Yeah.
Over this past week, actually this was a week ago, over the weekend, posts on the internet began questioning the lack of breakfast items on the menu at Geyser Point Bar and Grill, which is located near the water's edge at Disney's Wilderness Lodge. As it turns out, the breakfast menu has been completely removed because Geyser Point Bar and Grill had a massive hangover and decided to just scratch menu when they're going to come in at noon. So the resort is now listed only as serving lunch and dinner, with a separate menu for their lounge. Options for breakfast at Disney's Wilderness Lodge now only include Roaring Fork for quick service and Whispering Canyon Cafe. Don't offend anyone.
$10 says Artist Point starts doing a sit-down breakfast or buffet breakfast.
You think?
Mm-hmm.
Why do you think they took it out of Whispering Canyon?
Because
Whispering-
all the nice guests that are now staying in the DVC part of the resort
Yes.
don't want to go outside to get their breakfast.
Yes, I don't want to sweat for my breakfast.
That's right.
Fair enough. I'll bet you're right. I bet Artist Point will be like, new Artist Point breakfast promenade.
Character buffet.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
Chip and Dale.
Ooh, Chip and Dale and maybe Donald Duck.
Cowboy Mickey.
No, that'd be cool.
Woody.
Would it be great if it was Woody and what's her face?
Woody and Jesse.
And Bullseye. Dude, I want that. Okay, go ahead.
That's free, Disney. Go ahead.
You can take that. You can take that. There.
While I talk, before I talk, I am going to put up an image for you all.
Another reason to watch our show live Monday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, Facebook.com/Disney Parks Podcast.
Yeah, because sometimes we have pictures we'd like to show. So the new bus loop is opening soon at Disney's Hollywood Studio. And I can confirm this because they don't plant trees unless they're ready to go.
Really?
And the trees are up and the signs are up. So this is going to happen soon. A new traffic pattern for select buses will be taking place starting Tuesday, July 31st. That's tomorrow. Or it was tomorrow. Yeah.
It's still tomorrow. The date hasn't changed. Yeah. Tomorrow's still the 31st.
But when this goes out, it'll be Friday.
Then it'll be last Tuesday.
Yeah.
Wow.
Disney's Hollywood Studio. Walt Disney World park-to-park buses linking Hollywood Studios to the other 3 theme parks and the charter buses will utilize the new bus loop, while the Disney World Resort buses will follow the same route as they do today through mid-August. Starting in mid-August, all buses will use the new bus loop as the construction begins in the area formerly occupied by the old bus loop, which was close to the park entrance. I'm hoping they're going to expand the handicap area.
Right.
Because it's really not a lot for that size park now.
Right.
Along with the new bus loop opening July 31st, guests walking to the Disney's Hollywood Studio from the International Gateway at Epcot and Epcot area resorts will be directed through a temporary path through the new bus loop. This will impact guests staying at Disney's Yacht and Beach, and Disney's Boardwalk, and Disney's Swan, and Disney's Dolphin. So as you can see here on the picture, on the left, let me see if I can I make this a little smaller? Yeah. The left is the July through mid-August bus area. And then the picture on the right is from mid-August where everybody will be. And then you can see here the temporary zones and the, what's blue, what resorts are blue, what buses are red. So, going to get pretty integrated.
So those areas that say closed, is that
that's parking that's closed, under construction. Parking areas.
So is the area where they've got the Skyway, is that on any of these maps?
No, I think that's going to be, if you're looking at the bus loop July 31st to mid-August, I think on that blue line to where the north is, I think it's going to be over in that area.
Gotcha.
To the north of that.
Got it. All right.
Yeah. Because when you drive in now, you drive on where the August is, you drive past the fence line of where that blue line is. So you can see all of the signs, 31, 32, 33, 34. And I'll tell you this is also further from the entrance of the park. This is a lot further. And I'm still not sure how they're going to get people from this bus loop to the front of the park without crossing any of the parking lot traffic yet. I can't figure it out in my head. I'm sure that there's going to be some sidewalk or something that's going to connect, I think. Once they're done with the Skyway, I think it'll connect that way to the park. But I don't see it yet. So it'll be interesting.
Yeah. I'll tell you, man, a couple years ago when I ran the last Tower of Terror 10-miler, that was a long walk from where I was to the bus loop. If this is longer now, oh, dude.
Yeah.
I want to.
When was the last time you were in the parking lot at the studios?
Probably like 3 weeks ago.
Which way did you come in? Buena Vista or the off of World Drive?
I came off of World Drive because I come from home.
Okay. Yeah, so then you don't get to see this bus loop then. Yeah, because they're bringing you. You did see the bridge going to the new parking area.
Yeah, I saw that.
Okay.
Yeah. Changing and things are strange. Changes. Where are you, Bowie? We need you, buddy.
Yeah.
Okay, that's weird. My screen refreshed. Hang
That's
on.
weird.
Come on. Oh, this is scintillating TV right here.
Yeah. It's like watching
The whole thing just refreshed, so now I went to the very top of the news.
Well,
Now
John's doing that. We could do a little show and tell. A couple of years ago, they had this, and Disney's now seemed to bring them back. This is called your a property map and destination directory. And I got this one, I think, at Art of Animation. So on the inside, you have some local places that you might need, like pharmacies and hospitals and doctors. And then on the inside, you have a nice, pretty map of the property. Look at that. Everything's there.
Pretty.
They got the monorail lines. They got all the traffic lights. They have everything. Then, interestingly, they have all of the resort's actual physical addresses. So you can punch these in your GPS to get to them. And I found the addresses of the parks to be interesting because the Magic Kingdom does not sit on Seven Seas Lagoon. There's a body of water between the road and the park. I don't know how they do that.
What was the address?
It is, for the Magic Kingdom, the address is 1180 Seven Seas Drive, Lake Buena Vista.
I bet Seven Seas Drive is that turn in right by Space Mountain.
No, Seven Seas Drive is where the bus parking and the Polynesian.
That's Seven Seas Drive?
That's Seven Seas Drive.
Right. Yeah, it doesn't sit there.
Yeah, no.
Well, maybe they're counting the lake as
part of the
you're
address.
at the Magic Kingdom.
Yeah.
Just shut up and enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
Did you pay to park? Then don't ask questions.
Yeah. So this is pretty good. It's got all the golf places, the water parks. It's got
Nice.
everything on here. So this is nice to have because...
I'm shocked that they don't have that on the app.
Yeah. Oh, well, you can. If you're at someplace in the park or on property and you're trying to get to someplace else, you can say directions. You can click directions. And then it'll ask you, are you walking or driving or taking a bus? And if you're taking, like, if you're going to take transportation, it'll tell you, well, you know, if you're, like, at the Contemporary, you're trying to get to the Animal Kingdom. So, you know, get on the bus that goes to the Animal Kingdom. Or, you know, if you're going to another resort, it'll tell you, you know, go to a park and, you know, get off because you're going to have to transfer and then get on another bus. So.
Alrighty. So, if you remember back when they were doing all the extensive construction on Buena Vista Drive in front of Disney Springs.
Yes.
You thought they were done with that.
I thought so.
You got another thing coming. New Disney Springs pedestrian bridge is going to be installed on August 6th. As work progresses on the third Disney Springs parking garage along Buena Vista Drive, a new pedestrian bridge is scheduled to be installed during the evening hours of August 6th. I don't know how they're doing this other than they're going to pre-make this thing and hang it.
Yeah. That's what they did with the other one.
Okay. The new bridge will provide convenient access to Disney Springs from the third parking garage and from Casting and Partners buildings. The new garage and pedestrian bridge is scheduled to open in 2019.
Yikes.
The bridge installation will require portions of Buena Vista Drive to be closed during the evening hours of August 6th to the early morning hours of August 7th. What day is that? Can you look that up while I'm chatting here?
Sure.
Westbound Buena Vista Drive will be closed from Hotel Plaza Boulevard to the Lime Garage from 11 p.m. until 6 a.m. Eastbound Buena Vista Drive will be closed from the intersection near the Speedway gas station and Lime Garage to Hotel Plaza from 11 p.m. to 6 p.m. Additionally, the entrances of Lime Garage will be closed beginning at 6 p.m. Guests parked in the Lime Garage need to be out now by 11 p.m.
Wow.
Signage will be displayed in the garage notifying guests of the early closure. The work is weather permitting and could be delayed due to unfavorable conditions if they appear.
Yeah, it can't be too windy when they're moving a
Apparently not.
40 billion ton steel.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a Monday.
It's a Monday?
Yeah.
Oh,
August
that's
6th
good
is a
for
Monday.
us.
Yeah. Yeah, you won't be there.
I will not be there.
Yeah. All right. Anything else news-wise?
Nope. Let's get into some headlines, shall we?
All right. Jason Scott Lee
Yes.
is joining the cast of Disney's live-action Mulan.
Nice.
That was a no-brainer, right?
Yeah, sure. Sounds right. Yeah, sure.
Justin Theroux will voice Tramp in Disney's live-action Lady and the Tramp.
And who's Justin Theroux?
He was the one that was married to Jennifer Aniston.
Oh. Mm-hmm. Oh, I was thinking Justin Trudeau.
No. Not,
that was
not
awkward.
the Canadian
Prime Minister.
person.
Yeah, that was weird. I was like, ooh,
Theroux.
Theroux. Yes. Oh, that was weird.
Yeah.
Because he wouldn't be in a movie called Lady and the Tramp. He'd
be the tramp.
Male and female dog.
Yeah.
Because we don't want to be misgendering people. You remember that? He corrected that person because he said all mankind. He's like, we prefer people kind.
Yeah.
What a doofus.
All right. This one, I'm just dumbfounded. I'm just going to say it, and then you all can make jokes at it. Disney Studios is producing Sade in a live-action African princess film.
You give me the sweetest taboo. Probably not that Sade.
I don't know which Sade.
I'm assuming that it's Sade because that's how the singers spelled it and said it. I didn't realize that we had a Sade live African princess film. That's
Apparently
cool.
we will.
That's great.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right.
Will it take place in Wakanda?
Yeah, sure.
Wakanda forever.
Union members approved the new contract with the Disneyland Resort, so their union dispute is over. I still think ours is going on.
One down, one to go.
Yeah.
Woohoo!
Somebody posted an interesting chart. It showed the minimum wage in California and then the Disney wage. The Disney wage was always higher by $2 to $3 more than the California minimum wage. So I don't know what you all were complaining about.
Dun.
All right. Raglan Road added a new live show. Have you taken a look at it? I haven't seen it. Have you?
What is this?
A new live show at Raglan Road?
I have not. I have not been to Raglan Road that much. Nope.
Castaway Cay was named Best Private Island again.
Again?
By cruise critic readers.
Who cruise only on Disney ships.
That's right.
That's cool. Cruise Critic is a pretty big
publication.
Thank you. And that's a pretty big deal. Castaway Cay is a great place. You've never been there, of course.
That's right.
But it's pretty great. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, maybe I'll remember that someday. And Splash Mountain got the same sponsor as Epcot did. Splash Mountain at the Magic Kingdom will now have a new sponsor coming in early August, and it will be Ziploc.
You get a Ziploc baggie. You get a Ziploc baggie. Everybody gets a Ziploc baggie. I wonder if it'll have the little suitcase thing.
Yeah, like they gave in Epcot. Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah.
I would love to be in that pitch meeting when it's like, okay, guys, here's what we'd like for you to do. We'd like you to sponsor an attraction. Oh, great. Let's see. What makes sense? Well, we've got the travel Ziploc baggies. Why don't we do Space Mountain? No, we were thinking the Splash Mountain. Splash Mountain? Isn't that based off Song of the
If you
South?
could give me like a Ziploc bag to keep me from getting wet, maybe.
Yeah, if it's going to be a big bag. But
Yeah.
we're trying to cut down on our plastic in the parks.
Yeah. So we'll need the smallest bag you can make.
Jeez.
We don't want to use our plastic footprint on you.
That's awfully good. No, I'm kidding.
All right. I got nothing else.
All right, I got nothing else either, guys. We want to make sure that you come find us over at DisneyParksPodcast.com. You can also find us on Twitter at Disney Podcast, or Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, all at Disney Parks Podcast. Make sure that you visit patreon.com/DisneyParksPodcast, and you can sign up to be some of the cool kids. And if we don't see you online, we'll see you in the parks. Alrighty then. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Show and Tell with Tony.
All right, first let's start with, obviously we know Toy Story Land opened up, so...
What?
Yeah.
What is this?
Yeah. Big land.
Is that a thing?
Yeah. So, here's one of the pins. Let me do it this way. This is the Slinky Dog. Why is that fuzzy?
Because you're not focused?
It's a autofocus.
Oh.
A Slinky Dog Dash pin right there. That's nice.
I'll be right back.
And the pricing is blue. I don't know what that means anymore.
Isn't that like $8.99?
I have no idea. Next pin is the Alien Swirling Saucer pin. And that's also priced at blue. And then you got this one, which was the Toy Story Land pin. And this is priced at... This is priced at silver. Silver for that one. Okay, so on... I think we spoke about this a couple weeks ago. Well, probably back in July. I went to a DVC dessert party at the Contemporary. And there was some desserts, and they had the fireworks, and yada yada. But they had a meet and greet with Mickey and Minnie. And they actually gave us the print. So they actually took a picture, and then actually printed it out. And this was me and, look at that, Uncle Sam dressed Mickey, and Minnie in her Christmas 4th of July gear with this nice little background here. It's got the Member Magic logo on it. So that was July. Actually, they did this on July 3rd because Magic Kingdom fireworks were on July 3rd and 4th, as always. So we got that little picture. And then Mr. Donahue and his wife just gave me this. This is a coaster set. Comes in this wooden little thing here. So if you don't know, Partners is the Federal Credit Union. Federal Credit Union for the cast members. And then it came with a Pixar Pier. It's a little California. And then it came with a Toy Story Land. And then the last one, last but not least, came with the Pixar Ball. And these are ceramic with some caulking on the back, so they don't slide around. So it was very nice. And I should show you the little, this was the little box. One side was Toy Story Land.
Sit down.
Yep, and one side was Pixar Pier.
Sweet.
So it was very nice. Very nice.
Very nice. Very nice.
What else? I think that's it.
That's all you have?
That's all I got. That's all I got. Do we got any questions?
Jennifer, he did not bring it upstairs with him.
Oh, yeah. I will show that next week, but this way we'll have something to show next week.
Sweet.
Yep.
What is this OLP, OLD that everybody's talking about here?
OLP, they have a transportation. So if you put in your 2 points, it'll tell you how to get from point A to point B on Disney property. Properties.
Okay. All right.
Properties.
Let's see. What else
I think touring plans just have something like that too, but I think they nixed it.
Yeah. Were people talking about bringing wool to color in? Yeah, it's going to be very extremely expensive.
Yeah.
Did you see what Gary said?
No.
He had a friend and a customer who took a job down here. He's moving to Disney. We are no longer friends.
Gosh. We miss you, Gary.
Yeah.
Long time no see.
Corey was asking about the price point for the Yugo.
Yeah, they didn't mention pricing.
Yeah, we have no idea. We don't even know what they're selling here yet.
We could probably go to their website, U-Gears, and see how much their stuff is. Get an idea, right?
Yeah.
U-Gears.
Oh, well, here's the Jamie was talking about when we were talking about the all the really cool stuff for Star Wars.
Yeah.
And how we know that there's going to be some problems. 2 words: Disco Yeti.
Yeah.
That's the truth, man. I mean, I think that could be some real, especially for the price that they're talking about charging.
Right.
Yikes. Let's see. Yeah, apparently everybody had a good time with Animation. Thank you. Appreciate that. All right. Bring back the Animation Academy. Yep, I agree, Jamie. Mallory Rosado says, "Hey, Tony."
Hello.
If Mallory's still in there. Hi, Mallory. I'm John.
All right. You're not going to like these price points.
What are the price points?
That car that I was showing is $54.90.
Are those in U.S. dollars?
Yes, that's U.S. dollars. They got like a tractor trailer. That's 70. The front part is 76. The back part is 32. They got a motorcycle for $24.90. They have a safe for $54.90.
A safe.
A safe.
Like a safe.
Like a safe, like a mechanical safe that you would open and lock. Yeah.
Nice.
I don't think they'll be selling this at Disney. They got a gun, a handgun.
Oh yeah, they will be selling that. Is
for $24.90.
Of course, the guns cheap. Everybody needs a gun.
Everybody needs a gun. It's probably too realistic. A hurdy-gurdy for $69.
A hurdy-gurdy?
Hurdy-gurdy. Steam locomotive for $76. A stagecoach for $39. So some of that's not too bad. Not too shabby.
Well. Oh. Wow.
So it looks like it starts from about 19 and goes up to about 79. Oop, no, I take that back. 80, nope, 175. So anything from 19 to 175, depending on how intricate it is.
Well,
like $175 will get you a locomotive railway platform and the rails, but not the train.
Of course not. Train is extra.
Train is extra.
Disney's found a company that's out Disney.
Yeah. So there you go. That was your answer for U-Gears.
Jeez.
I do like those mechanical, old-fashioned toys.
Yeah.
So it's interesting. I wonder where they'll be selling them. Where would be the places they would try and pawn that stuff?
For like the old-timey stuff, the Emporium would be fine. Or the antique, the toy place. Not the toy place, no. The jewelry shop makes sense. Or the place where they sell the art prints and stuff. Because that's...
Like the Art at Disney kind of store?
Yeah. Where else would be a good place for that?
Disney Springs, they should just open up a store.
Yeah, just open up a store. Yeah.
U-Gears.
Yeah.
Hey, next week we have a special guest.
We do?
We do. Yeah.
In-house?
No, not coming here.
Oh, our interview?
Yeah. So that'll be fun.
Yeah, that'd be great.
It'll be fine.
Oh, I'm fine. I'm good with it. It's just funny.
Yeah.
It's just deal.
I want to hear the whole story between him and the other person that we'll talk about on the show, but that connected him and the bride.
Oh yeah. That'll be cool. That'll be a good story.
Interesting to hear that whole story.
That'd be nice if we get her on to Counterpoint, but that'll.
Oh yeah.
That would be too much. That would be too much crazy.
I could probably get that to happen.
You probably could. You're that kind of person. You're a connector of peoples.
It's funny. That's what Kevin said.
You're a connector of peoples. You're like the Lincoln Logs of the world. You're like Legos of humans.
The Lego of humans.
All right, you guys have any questions in the chat room, or else I'm going to head home because it's an hour for me to go home. So, who won trivia?
Ron G.
Ron G won trivia. Last week's
Jen.
trivia. Sorry, Jen.
Yeah.
So, Jen, are you on the bus right now? Because you just got done watching Illuminations, Reflections of Earth. So, are you on the bus right now? Periodically, she's been checking in all night for different places.
Yeah.
She's like, now I'm on Figment. Now I'm doing this.
Right.
That's not good. Yeah. That's funny.
All right, are we done with the chat room?
I think we're done with the chatty chat room. We appreciate you guys being here. Thank you for being a part of our show. We will be here next week, same time at 8 p.m. If you're part of the Patreons, you can find us there. We'll be there at 7 o'clock. And like I say, if we don't see you online, we'll see you in the parks.